This month, our move of the month is our Pilates Clam. I'm going to show you a few variations of this exercise, which is great for toning the side of our hips, strengthening our hips from all directions, and really working that pesky glute med. You'll feel it almost immediately. We're going to come down to the mat with our first variation, just the basic mat Pilates Clam. So you're lying all the way down on your side. Your hips are as far back on the mat as you can get them. Your feet, they're tucked in line with your seat, with your spine. Your core is on its active, and my hips are stacked so that I have a little mouse house where some air could peek through underneath my obliques, really working that strong center. Now my top hand, I can use it for balance, or I can put it on my hip, totally up to you. All we'll do is breathe in to prepare, and then as we breathe out, open up the knees, keeping the toes connected. Inhaling to close the knees, and exhaling to open wide. You feel this almost immediately in that side part of your seat, really working on balance here as well in the core. We'll do 3 more of these variations. 2 more just like this. And then after this one, we'll make things a little bit more challenging. Instead of lying all the way down on my mat, I'm going to come on my forearm. I'm in a mini half plank here, so my shoulder has to work to stabilize. I'll move my hands to my hip, and I'll send my toes up towards the sky. Just floating the toes like so really changes things for the exercise. You'll open just like before, and then close with control. Make sure you're creating your own resistance using muscle tension in both directions. So not only am I working on the way open, I'm working my inner thighs as I push to close. We'll do 3 more of these, 2 more of these, and then just 1 more before I relax. You may find yourself doing a whole lot of this during this exercise. It'll really relieve the muscle pretty quickly. For the next exercise, we're going to do, it's called knee to knee, toe to toe. So awesome for working the external rotation. We're also going to add some internal rotation here to make sure we're balancing out our muscles. You never want to strengthen the front without the back and sides as well. So just like that clam, our toes are connected, our knees are apart. But instead of just closing that drawbridge, when our knees come together, our toes will move apart. Internal rotation on the hip. Now we'll exhale as we go toe to toe and inhale as we come knee to knee. You can breathe on either one, but that's just the variation I like to do. Using your breath really just helps to engage the core even more. Pilates, we always want to breathe with our movement to help engage that mind-muscle connection. Muscles work better, muscles work more efficiently, and we really get that nice sculpt and tone. We'll do 2 more just like this. And then 1 more here. Go ahead and relax. Now the arm, I'm on my forearm, it's going to come into a full side plank this time. Much more challenging for our balance. It's a kneeling version of your plank, however, so don't worry, it's not too difficult. You'll pop those hips up and find a nice long diagonal line from the knees, hips, ribs, all the way out the crown of the head. Hand again optional, it can go up in the air, but I'm just going to bring it to my hip. Here's our clam 1 more time. Those knees open and close. Now you might notice your top hip. It's going to try to open up towards the ceiling. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for a deep connection to a teeny tiny muscle at the side of our hip. Open it a little further if you can, really squaring off towards the front of the room. We'll do 3 more here, 2 more here, and then just 1 more. Close those knees. You can go ahead and relax. We're going to come onto all 4s next. So those all look pretty similar. Here comes some real changes. We're going to be working both sides at the same time. So when you're ready, your wrists will come right underneath your shoulders. Your knees will come right underneath your hips. When you're ready, you'll tuck the toes under as if you're coming into that plank prep. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, my knees hover up towards the sky. Now keep them hovering. You're going to open both knees, find that clam shape. It's a diamond. Your heels come together as your knees move apart. Now bring the knees back to parallel. You'll exhale as you open up, finding the outer hip. Inhale to come back through center. Now take a break at any time here. You can always drop the knees, challenging yourself more by staying in this bear crawl shape throughout the exercise. Notice your shoulders, your upper body has to work here. Putting your shoulders in your back pockets to keep the neck long. Reach the tailbone long as if you're balancing a teacup there. See, it doesn't move. We're doing 2 more. And then on the last one, can you hold your knees nice and wide? We're balancing here for 3, for 2, and on the 1, drop those knees right where they are, toes kiss. Sit back, child's pose, stretch. Feel long across the sides of the spine here. We just have 1 more variation. When you're ready, you'll roll over onto your back as if you're doing a bridge. Your feet are about hip distance apart, your knees are bent, and you're lying all the way down with a nice long neck. Now when you're ready, I just want you to start to articulate the spine. 1 bone at a time lifts up and away. Ooh, my hamstrings are sore from working out yesterday. Now when you're ready, you're going to open the knees, find that clam shape. Notice the side of your glute is turning on, but more importantly, the front of my hip is stretching because those hips are high towards the sky. You bring the knees back to parallel, and then open the knees wide. Try to keep your whole foot firmly planting into the ground. You're going to want to roll onto the outside of your foot surface. Keep the core on. Protect the low back. We're here for 3 more. Hips even higher for 2 more. You just have 1 more. And roll the spine on down. Go ahead and hug those knees into your chest. Great work. Congratulations. You've done this month's move of the month, our clam. Now we'll work on that all month and get those peaches right. Hope to see you again soon.